So let us run the code now, then we'll see the theory. Program for addition of two numbers. See again why we are doing this. In classes and object, we should understand different ways to write the program, because try to understand function, okay, function accept null parameter and no return type, or it may accept one parameter and return type. Okay, it may accept one parameter and return type, or it may have two parameter, one return or two return type, or it may accept three parameters, two return type. It may accept n parameters, it may accept m return types. Clear hai? And m. So what we are going to see in next 5 to 10 minutes, we'll see all the variation now. So simple addition of two number, a equal to 5, b equal to 3, result equal to a plus b, sum equal to result. Now run the code. When I run the code, you can see the output is 8. If I change 31, output gets changed to 31 plus 5, 36. Clear? Now same program using function with no parameter, no return type. So what I do, I just copy this code as it is. That's it. Inside the function I define using define keyword, define space, function name add number, opening bracket, closing bracket, colon. Indentation is there, and just copy the code as it is, paste, run the code. This function with no parameter, no return type. So add numbers, you can see, I think 15, 13, I run the code, I get sum equal to 28. Clear? Sum equal to 28. Or I may call it any number of time. You can see I get the same output, 28, 28, 28. Clear? I may use for loop here for I in range 1 to n, call function. Next is function with parameter and no return type. So here this function accept two parameter. We are covering one example, addition of physics, chemistry and mathematics marks. Okay, addition of physics, chemistry, mathematics mark. Consider this is physics marks, this is chemistry mark. So total equal to a plus b. I put in this total. Okay, so it accept two parameter a comma b. So add number 5 comma 3. 5 get copied in a, 3 get copied in b. Result equal to 5 plus 3, and return print result. I get the result here. So I get 15 plus 1 5 plus 1 3. I get the sum as 28. Okay. Last is function with parameter and return value. So here same function only return a plus b. And when I call the function, I can call add number a comma b here, or I can write like this also. Control C X. I write here a1, and here just a1 equal to, that's it. A1 equal to that function name. Run the code, because that function return the value. So it gets saved in a1 and print sum a1, sum 8. So this is not sum 8, this is sum 36. Okay, I have changed the value. So we have seen function with parameter, return type. Now I want to write the same program using classes and objects. How to do it? कैसे करना है? So as I told you in previously, when we define the classes and objects, okay, we must define the class with the keyword class space function name, class name colon, and data member function. So here data member functions are there. This is member function add numbers. Okay, same function define add numbers a comma b. Only thing is we are adding self keyword, self, SCLF, self. And here a equal to 5, b equal to 3, result equal to a plus b, sum equal to result. And here function name is adder, is the class name, adder a1, I take a1, and here I do a1. So okay, so here when I run the code, what happened? Just I change it to 15. 15 plus 3, 18. I get 18. Clear? I can create any number of classes, any number of objects. Means what? This is one object, I can create multiple objects like this. Just check it. What will happen now? here I will get the sum how many times? 3 times. I create the objects A1, this can be A2, this can be A2, 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 and this can be A3. Run the code. Okay, but the problem is that every time A and B are fixed. I want to change A and B. So what I do, I pass the parameter to this function, add numbers. It's called as class with method with parameter no return type. Okay, so here there is no parameter, function with no parameter, no return type. So here function with parameter, no return type. So A comma B. Okay, so whenever we define the class in function, remember, whenever we define the function in the class, data member function in the class, always use the keyword cell. Remember, this is very important. Always use the keyword cell. So we are not going in detail in the theory of this function. So add number cell comma A comma B. Result equal to A plus B. Print sum is the result. Now here adder. So what I do, stop adder, I take here A1 and I make this adder by A1. I run the code. This is Google Colab. Online Colab, Google Colab is type, you can get it. Adder. Okay, A1 equal to adder. A1 is created and A1 object created. A1 dot add numbers 5 comma 3. Now 5 copied in A, 3 copied in B. Result equal to 5 plus 3, 8. Sum is 8. I get output sum is 8. Now I can define multiple objects. Okay, I can define multiple objects like this. So what I do here, this is A1, this is I take A2, this is A3, 3. Just I make the changes, random changes. I make it 15, 13, I115, 113. Now let us see the output. Can you see this? This is object A1 dot add numbers 5 comma 3. When I call this function, 5 get copied, 5 plus 3, 8, I get sum equal to 8. 15 comma 30 get copied in A comma B, 15 plus 30 is 28. 150, 115, 113 get copied in A comma B, and result I get 220. I can get the objects. Clear? Or simply I can replace this by area of rectangle. Suppose this is a program for area of rectangle. So what happened here? Area is. Okay, that's it. What will happen now? Tell me when I run the code. I will get the area. Area is 15, 195. This is the area. And this is the program for this code. The class rectangle A comma B comma C. So this is A. What I do? This is A comma B comma C. I run the code one more time. I hope now concepts are clear. I have created class rectangle, length and breadth. Here class name is not rectangle, class name is adder. This is my class name. Don't get confused. Here class name is rectangle. Our class name is adder. Length and breadth. Here we have taken A and B and area equal to length into breadth. Same thing, suppose I want to write a program for student. What will I do? Student name physics, chemistry, mathematics. Take the input and define, calculate total, average and grade. That's it. So here what I will do for student, physics, chemistry, math here, and once I complete this, I will write one function which will calculate total, then average, then grade. Okay. So total and average and grade. Okay. See one more example. Okay, should I write a code for total, average and grade? If you want me to write, how will I do it? Suppose in the same code I want to write total, average and grade. What should I do? This is total, average equal to, this is result. This is the result variable. This self dot result. So here I have to calculate result equal to, okay, just I skip it. It will take some time. This is another program, add two numbers, subtract two numbers. Class with method with parameter no return type, add two numbers, subtract two numbers. Now there are two functions, one function for add, another function for subtract. Self is a keyword. Okay, result equal to a plus b, print sum results, result equal to a minus b, subtract result. Now adder, I just replace adder by a1, because adder will be confusing. Now run the code. Now what I get? You can see sum is 8, subtraction is 2. How do I get? Object a1 dot add numbers, a1 dot subtract number. Okay, this is the class name of name adder. A1 is the object dot member function. Clear? So in this way we define the class data members. Okay. Class with method with parent no and return type. Now here return type, we are returning the value. In previous case we are printing the result in the function itself. Now we are returning the value, return a plus b. So when I call this function, function name is adder, class name is adder, I replace adder by here a1, and here I just replace this adder by a1. That's it. A1 equal to adder. Okay. Sum equal to a1 object dot function name add numbers. It takes 2 parameters, that's why 5, 3. Suppose it takes 3 parameters. So what will happen? Plus c. And when I call this, I have to pass 6. Run the code. Okay, suppose it takes 4 parameters. So like that, it's very simple. Don't forget the basics. Basics are very important. So as it takes the number of parameters, I have to use the same parameter when I call the function. Clear? So in this way we have covered the program. Simple program using function which accept parameter return type, and simple program for classes. Okay, we will see in next video how to create constructor. Thank you.